1, 2, 1, 2.
It was just some.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with tonight's post-match media availability featuring Miley McKenzie and Lily Yackel. Thank you both for being here. We're going to go ahead and get started with our one and only Taylor Vincent.
Nice, Taylor. Yes,
I know
Taylor.
question anyways, but it's the easy one, which is just kind of start us off with your thoughts on the match.
Yeah, first off, congrats to Lily.
Thank
Congrats. Minutes with us. That was really awesome.
It was a great experience being able to come out here and play my first game with the Thorns at like such a young age. Like I was been looking forward to this day for like a while, and I never thought it would come, but it did.
And as for us, I mean, obviously, we probably would have wanted to come out of that with a win, but it was a good stepping stone. We've been talking about how these past few weeks, people have been away at international break. It's just been kind of a hodgepodge of teammates here. So this is our first week. We're all back together, minus Dana. So it's kind of just a first step towards putting in a full 90 for Spirit. So, yeah.
And then you have had this elongated break. You have Seattle on Saturday, which is always, there's nothing friendly about it, even in the preseason. Kind of, did you see today is kind of building into that, right? Because you have, right, the friendly on Saturday, and then we kind of get back into the regular season.
Yeah. I mean, whenever we play Seattle, it is full-fledged Seattle. We never take that lightly, especially when they're coming to our turf. You know, it's something that this is hollow ground here. So we're making sure that when they come here, we're going to put our best foot forward and hopefully go in with a win to starting off the season again.
And then for you, right, getting time with the rest of the team, what does it kind of mean for you in terms of your professional goals, kind of seeing what level they're all at next week?
Knowing the level that they're at will help me in the future to like know where I need to be, and it sets a goal for how the tempo in the future and where I need to progress to get to be able to play at this level and actually be on the team.
And what do you think like your biggest takeaway from today is?
Just if you make mistakes are okay, and if you make a mistake, just keep going. Like it doesn't name your whole game or and when you make a mistake, just put it behind you and then keep doing better. Learn from that mistake.
I feel like that's smart. It's such a fast-paced style of play, especially at this level. So like learning that at your age is going to help you so much as you grow, because it's always just the next play that matters.
And then at the start of the second half, they announced that Sync would be added to the Ring of Honor. Right, Mally, you've played with her. You're clearly in Portland, so you understand what Sinclair means to this city. What does it mean to kind of, right? There's a bunch of guys' names up on the ring right now, and to kind of get one of us up there.
That's incredible. I mean, she is way more than deserving. I mean, I only got a year with her, and she was truly one of the greatest teammates I've ever had. Just a great leader, a fun person to be around. Like her energy in the locker room was amazing. And then obviously what she did on the field is just unmatched. So she so deserves this. And I'm so grateful that they're giving that to her and giving her that honor.
Wait, it's okay. It's okay. So what does it mean for you to see like Sinclair succeed and kind of, I guess, have you looked up to her throughout your career?
Yeah, I mean, I never thought I'd be like at this close and being this closer, I guess, being on the same team that she was on. And it just means a lot to me how much I've progressed over the years to get to, well, I mean, she
set the standard pretty high. So she's definitely a good person for people to look up to, for sure. I mean, I know I last year just kind of soaked in all of her knowledge and funniest that she did. So I'm guessing the younger generations, when just watching on the fields, we're doing a lot of that as well.
And then Mally, what does it mean to you to kind of get that full 90 today? We've kind of been seeing you as one of those like super subs, game changers coming into matches, but kind of getting those big minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that like we've been building up to, and I'm glad I got to do it. It's always good to get a full 90 under your belt and know that like it's something you're capable of doing. I'm happy that it's kind of at a point in time where we're picking back up. So like it's giving me the confidence that I need, that if and when I get that call during the regular season, I'll be ready.
Wait, can I make a shout out?
Yeah, go for it.
Shout out to Thorns Academy for getting me here, and my coach Tracy Nelson, who has helped me get to where I wanted to be and get me to be a better player, and just give me all these opportunities that have led me up to playing with the first team.
Can I ask maybe a personal question? What are you gonna do with the jersey?
Oh, I'm gonna pin it in my room. I'm this is like the highlight of my year. Like, this is my favorite day I've ever had. I'm just gonna say that.
I'm curious to know more so what maybe Rob and your teammates told you leading up into you coming into the match.
Wait,
Like,
sorry.
what was Rob telling you? Yeah, advice from
Oh,
Rob.
he said just take risks. He wasn't gonna yell at me when if I
You would
if
hope
I made a
not.
mistake, and just try my hardest, and whatever happens, he'll accept it. And he was just really supporting, and he didn't like he didn't yell at me once like when I made a mistake. So I was really yeah, it was really fun.
You also came in and did a really good job.
Thank
so.
you. You did too.
Thank you.
That concludes availability with the Mally McKenzie and Lily. Thank you so much, both of you. And we'll go ahead and move on to Rob when he gets in. All right. Thank you both.
Thanks, guys.
Good job, Lily. Still waiting.
Really poor old Lily, throwing at the deep end.
She was just like, it's funny. She was like, coach promised he wouldn't yell at me this game. Just
Bless her.
Didn't yell at
I
us.
didn't know. Excellent. No.
I hope he wouldn't yell at me.
We're not a big yeller. No, I'm not a big yeller.
Okay, Rob, I'm guessing you could guess my question, but we'll start off with your general thoughts on the match.
Game of 4 halves, is that right today? Yeah. Look, we knew it was going to be, I said to players, we know it's going to be disjointed because of the minute restrictions. We know in the middle 30, it's going to get a little bit dicey. We thought that they would bring their better players on towards the end, which we knew. And then obviously we wanted to finish strong so that the players that needed a consistent 30 didn't have to have the breaks either side of half time. So a bit of a pre-season exhibition feel to it for sure. But I was pleased how we started, turned them round, just final ball, I thought, but Lex was a threat all game. I thought she did well up there. Raylan was a handful tonight, took the goal well. And that front three were the three we were trying to push physically more than everybody else. And Carissa and Mally have had some bigger minutes as well, which we knew. So, yeah, I think overall, got what we needed out of it. I was pleased. Like at the end, we probably should have won it. Lex hit the post. I think P had a shot. It didn't quite reach the goal line. It just seemed to stop. I don't know what happened there. There was some glue on the line or what happened. But yeah, overall, really pleased to get the young academy players in. You know, you chatted to them, but they were nervous. And I'm just trying to calm them down and relax and trust their instincts that's got them here. But it was a great day for the academy. Great day for the club all around. Obviously, Epicenter Week, we've had the Thorns through all the community cleanup. We're out of that, the academy game and this. So, yeah, really positive day. And in the end, we said we'd go for penalties. They agreed to it. Might be a little bit more fun. I was trying to tell the fans not to leave. But as an Englishman, I don't often win penalty shootouts. So I was well happy with that. And it was a little bit better than the England-Sweden penalties in the week. So, yeah, overall, a good day, good night.
And then, did you say anything to the academy players before the match in terms of giving them advice or?
Yeah, honestly, like I just said, we talked about it in the week, and I just kept reassuring them, like, you're going to be fine. Just play on a 2-touch rhythm. You just do your simple things. The game will open up and evolve, and you just trust your instincts. And I was like, to the rest of the group, over communicate, help them, make sure our matchups are good so that they could have. You know, it's hard, especially Julie going on at the end there, and Torpy decided to stick a 45-yard dagger straight at her, and she's one-on-one with a Japanese centre forward. So I don't know if the senior players stuck to the plan, but the academy players certainly stuck to the plan. And yeah, look, we know they're good players. They've trained with us a couple of days. Obviously, they're going to be nervous, bit of a crowd. But we tried to settle them down, keep it simple, and let them go out and do what we know they're capable of.
Are they going to continue training with the team or playing, I guess, on Saturday? Or?
Not on Saturday, no. Now we gear up a little bit more. We can build the minutes. Obviously, the ones we got 30 or less, we're going to try and get up to that 60, 75 mark in the next game, push them a little bit. And we should have enough players with Naomi now that we're roster compliant and able to field an 11 and just do subs as normal, I believe.
And then, I guess, when is Dina expected back?
Your guess is good mind there. It depends how Venezuela get on. There's every reason to believe they should make at least the 5th and the 6th match. And then that would put her very tight for Washington. So we don't expect her to be available for that game, in all honesty, with the travel and not having had any break, right? You see, we're late getting Sam back, Issa, because we wanted to give them the necessary break like the rest of the players had. So I think you can expect Dana back after the Washington game.
And then how do you kind of manage the minutes restriction and knowing Saturday is a friendly, but it's also Seattle?
Yeah, well, obviously heavily rotated tonight with an eye on making sure that we've got a lineup and we're going to perform on Saturday. Saturday was the focus, with respect, obviously, to the opposition, because we know that quality opposition, good team. But I did tell Emmy and the coaching staff that we are going to use this to rotate, and we're going to have some youngsters out there. And obviously they did the same. They, went weaker lineup in the first half and put some of their established players on in the second half. So yeah, we'll regroup, make sure everybody, like touch wood, I think everybody came out healthy, which is a bonus every game we get this season where we don't have an injury. And we'll be sure to be ready for our neighbours to the north on Saturday.
And then kind of, I guess, how do you prepare for a raid? I guess when you have NWSL teams, you got tons and tons of film. How do you kind of prepare for a team that's not in our league in terms of, right, what you expect them to be doing, especially knowing it is a friendly?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we did the scouting and took their league footage, and it's tricky because they're in pre-season and 3, 4, 5 players, like they're chatting to Hina, who's in, who's out, how many changes, how many does she know? Nico Ruiz, our video analyst, done a good job on putting a report to me that I could then present to the players. Like I say, I knew once they come on towards the end, the stronger players, they're very good in the link play, the combinations, they pull you out of shape. So it was a great test. You know, we got Issa and Juliet, never have played together, probably won't again. Players coming on, so it's difficult. We knew that after half time, that midfield three, Carissa, Naomi, and Shaylee, they're going to get challenged, but that's what we wanted it for. You need to see players in these environments. It's way better than training and just doing phases of play and playing against each other. And most importantly, it's building physically for Seattle. Then we know the players will be physically ready for Washington. I think like the players, people who've had games 2 weeks ago, that doesn't serve the purpose of building. So I think we've got the build right. And let's just hope we can physically come out of it well with a good performance Saturday.
Because I'm not expecting a pregame before Seattle. Right. Knowing that you will play them 2 weeks after we're playing them this weekend, kind of what are your goals for that match?
Build minutes, honestly. Build minutes, build performance, what we've been working on. It'll look very different than tonight. We'll have to obviously change up the front three just with minutes that they had to play and some heavy minutes tonight. So the ones who've done that will be in for a shorter load. But really now it's building for NWSL ready, and no better opponent to come and battle with than our neighbours. So yeah, the focus is really getting people ready for Washington, but knowing that we want to put on a good performance in front of the fans against Seattle.
All right, this concludes today's post-match availability. Thank you, Rob.